Julian get in those same booth.
So it already started the video, so we'll see rotate phone you can.
Yeah, we don't. We're not even
Okay, perfect.
sit down
Good afternoon now. It's not morning no more. So
No.
good afternoon, Garland Foodies. We're here at Winfields and Rowlett. Now the address here, I know it's Lakeview.
8120 Lakeview Parkway,
8120.
Rowlett.
Okay. And we're here to do a Garland Spotlight. And one, just to kind of go over all the different things they offer. I said for you guys that haven't been here, they do cookies. And what other things do you guys do?
brownies.
Okay.
We do a little bit of fudge. We do cookies and cream. We do big cookies, dozen cookies. We do bundt cakes, pineapple upside down cakes. What else, honey?
Well, our biggest sellers are our big cookies for 4 for $10.
Right.
Okay.
And the second really is our cookie sandwiches. We use a really light buttercream, and we use our best sellers, which are chocolate chip and our brown butter, as the sandwiches. And also, next I think in line would be our bundt cakes.
Let's get a little bit of a camera angle change here real quick.
It's just recording.
That way you're not getting a crick in your neck trying to watch this video. I got a crick in my neck trying to watch it.
So what made you get into the restaurant business, the desserts and things like that?
Well, I've been working at golf courses for a while, and I took over the restaurant at Waterview.
Okay.
And really enjoyed that. But I've been making cookies probably since I was about 4 years old.
Okay.
My mom taught me how to measure everything, and all that kind of stuff. I made chocolate chip cookies and oatmeal cookies mostly, and the kids in the neighborhood would come and we'd all make cookies together. So, it turned into a real fun thing for me, as a kid. And then just continued it and tried to work on my own recipes throughout the years. I always send Christmas cookies to family and friends and stuff like that. And I kind of tweaked, some of my recipes, like my snickerdoodles and stuff like that. And just really enjoyed it. I guess I'm a frustrated chemist. I couldn't go to college, to study chemistry or anything like that. But this is just, you get results pretty quick, and it's really fun to see the changes that you can do and stuff, and create new things. I was making cookies and sending them to my wife's work. 4 or 5 years ago, and I started getting orders for them. So we became Cottage Law, and started doing that. And then the next progression was to take the cookies to Canton.
Okay.
So we went to Canton and we sold the cookies on first Mondays, and did pretty well, But that's a lot of work. We'd load up the truck, every Thursday and set up and everything and do all that. And then, so then this came available, and we just walked in just kind of to check it out. And then Dino, who owns these properties and owns Dino's next door, kind of talked us into giving it a try. So here we are, and it's been a fun ride.
It's been very successful for you?
Well, I wouldn't call it very successful. We're paying the rent, and then this was kind of a bump in the road, of course, this whole thing. It kind of hurt us. It's hurt us, but we're still paying the rent, just kind of keeping it floating, and the people in Rowlett have been really, really supportive, they're coming in, buying stuff and spreading the word, so.
That's good. Thank you, Rowlett, for supporting local.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now that's good. Now, do you guys do like gift cards too and things like that?
Yes, we just started doing gift cards about 6 months ago.
Okay, good. No, the reason I ask is a lot of times I know a lot of restaurants, especially during this time, gift cards, they want us to try to purchase gift cards and things like that, and to help out business. Because a lot of times that's good, quick money, and it helps keep doors open and things like that. So Now, how did you decide on the name Winfield?
It's my first name.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You missed that part when we walked in.
Yeah, no, it's a good bit
So
of
really, real easy, and I kind of had that dream for that, for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Cool.
Excellent.
So that customer was from Garland Foodies.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
All right.
That's
And
close.
they got 10% off because that's what
Yeah.
we give them.
Yeah, we've had
Awesome.
2 people walk in. The one earlier that came in from the Garland Foodies. So,
Yep.
and that's the purpose of the page. We want to make sure that you guys are. It's the cheapest way of, like I told people, and me and Jason, we started this group almost 2 years ago.
Did we all? Yeah, going on 2
Yeah, we
years.
started we wanted to bring attention to the mom and pop places because me and him, we do, whenever we eat out, we try to go to the hole in the walls to find the food that a lot of times, people don't realize that we have. And
Right.
because like I said, we can always go to a chain restaurant and they're good too. I mean, we need them too. But I was talking about the hole in the walls, and a lot of times where you get the delicacies and maybe the food that you don't see in regular restaurants.
Or the food you've never had.
Yeah, exactly. I
Right.
was gonna say the specialties, the special recipes with a little tweak here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
So like one of our main things is we make a brown butter cookie, right?
Okay.
And it's a big recipe, but it's 2.5 pounds of butter that I turn into brown butter, and then that goes into
And
Come on, cholesterol, go down.
Exactly, but I mean, it completely changes the taste of the butter. It's just unbelievable, and it's really been a big seller for us. And that really kind of launches us. It's a base for several of our different cookies.
So but you said that you just did this just kind of trial and error, just you were little doing.
Yep, and,
Wow.
and tweaked my recipes and made some recipes. Like my peanut butter recipe, I grind up a couple pounds of peanuts, cocktail peanuts,
Yeah.
right? Into just short of turning it into peanut butter.
Okay.
Like a flour. It turns into just about a flour mixture, and if I kept going, it would turn into peanut butter. But I use peanut butter in my peanut butter cookies also. So
Okay.
you have this just bang of peanut butter flavor,
Yes.
So I just love that stuff.
Like I said, I was showing you before, like I really didn't eat cookies until I got married to my wife. My wife's like, she likes to, try different things and play with recipes and things like that. But I didn't have my first chocolate chip cookie until I was in my 20s.
Oh my goodness.
And
What?
No, yeah, because my mom,
Whoa.
coming from a Hispanic family, my mom never made cookies. Hispanic people, they're not bakers. They're, at least mom, cakes, yes, but like cookies and things like that, no, never had them until I got in my 20s and Kathleen started making them, my wife, and I said, I love cookies, so none of my kids do too.
So just real quick, we do have a couple of comments that are going on in the videos. First of all, Stacy says that we love Winfields. We call her the cookie lady.
Okay.
We have April who says, OMG, those cookies are the bomb. And Juanita shares out that it's one of her favorites and the owners are so nice. So
Oh, thank you.
so
Awesome.
much,
So
everyone.
come on, get your 10%, get in here,
Yeah.
get your cookies and
Make
get
sure
your
you
10% off.
mention Garland Foodies.
Yes.
Because a lot of people have to drag it out of them and then they get their 10%, but otherwise you don't,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
mention Garland Foodies, get
Yeah.
10% off your order here. So, so what are the steps that y'all are taking in this time during the quarantine to make sure the staff and the customers are all safe?
We understand.
Well,
You are the staff.
Yeah, we
so-
understand. There's no.
so obviously we're wearing masks.
Yeah.
And the masks always come in after anything comes out of the oven. There's always a mask on, and we've kind of stepped up our cleaning. A little stronger sanitizer out here in front.
Yeah.
She's cleaning up after every customer.
Yeah.
And of course they've come up with a new kit, a new cleaning kit, and it's the first aid kit that we've also we've got all the things.
It's more like being a paramedic.
Yes.
Right.
You got it, everything. I mean, that's
Yeah.
everything.
But we've always, I'm kind of a clean freak,
Yeah.
so we've always been right there, pretty well. We've got every health inspection.
It gives us a really low, the risk is low, he said.
Yeah.
Once it comes out of the kitchen, once it comes out of the vacuum sealer, there's not much risk.
Awesome, okay.
So we did talk about the food, and so what's something you want the Garland Foodies to know about your business or about you guys?
We care.
Okay.
We care about the quality of our product. We care about our customers. We care about our community.
Okay.
And we love having people in here.
Okay.
You know,
It's fun.
we love the feedback. You know, I mean, there's nothing better than making what you make and people love it.
Okay.
You know, and that's what drives me. You
Awesome.
know, I don't really eat that much cookies anymore, but
I do, though.
She does, but
Taste tester.
But I love the fact that it brings people joy.
So you did say earlier that you take cookies to your work.
This is my work though.
Yeah,
No, but
No, she would take them
Yes.
home.
So
Oh.
in the beginning, before we did this, I had a little job, and because I had retired from HP, and then
Okay.
I got this small job to help us out here, and he would make cookies, and we bring them to work to just build them morale. And I remember a few times he brought a gallon of milk, and we would all have a little cup of milk, and the whole building would be standing in line for these cookies, right? And so they kept pushing us to go sell them in Canton. We had never heard of Canton before, you know. And they said, your cookies are so great, you gotta go sell them. We're like, oh yeah, right, yeah. And then there was a few people there that wanted to buy them, so we sold a few times, and it was like, they just
Yeah.
loved our cookies. Yeah,
And
it
I was
fun.
making red velvet.
Yes.
I was making red velvet cookies, right? And they formed a committee at her
Yes.
work.
We had a committee.
And I would send them, you know, stuff like the red velvets and tell them, you know, this got baked for this long, this got
Right,
baked for
which
that
one's
long.
perfect?
I've done this and
Yeah.
done that, and they would pick out the best ones. So that was fun.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was
We
fun.
had the red velvet committee.
Now we don't make a red velvet anymore because we found out in Canton how bad red dye is for.
Someone reacted, had a.
Someone
allergic
came and told us,
reaction.
and we
Yes.
did some investigations, and you know, I remember as a kid that red velvet, or that red dyes
Number
were
40.
really bad for you, so I thought they had fixed it. And they're outlawed in other countries.
UK.
In the red dye and stuff. So we took the red dye out, and I substituted vanilla for the red dye, and we've got a cocoa velvet, which is even more popular than the red
Ooh.
velvet was.
Yes. Well, you'll have to say.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I don't have any
No, I
myself.
don't either.
I want to throw something out there. We
Yeah.
also have Bluebell here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bluebell's
yes.
awesome. They just did
I
a
did-
delivery today.
I did see a pint, the case over there with pint-sized bluebells in there.
Yep. And they try to give us a variety. Now, there's a lot that I ordered today that I didn't get, but they gave me other ones
Yeah.
instead.
So
But
you have a cookies and cream, you said.
it's a brand new one. It's called Milk and Cookies.
Yeah,
The
which
new
is-
one is
and-
milk and cookies.
It's supposed to be different than
The cookies and cream. Because I asked him, I said, is this just like a cookie? He goes, no, it tastes like milk and your cookies. And I said, okay, I'll have to have one today.
I'm gonna have to try that too now.
But you know what? When I eat cookies, I mean, I have to have milk now. I mean, it's like you have to. It's
You
like,
gotta have milk, especially with chocolate chip
milk.
cookies. Yes.
So my wife, like I was telling you before, my wife said not to come home empty-handed, so I will buy some cookies.
Okay.
Well, remember to mention your discount.
Yes.
Sure will.
Where
Sure
you're
will.
from.
Well, thank you very much, Garland Foodies.
Yes, thank you guys.
And I'm gonna post pictures here in a minute once we take pictures of some of the cookies and items that they have, and I'll put them on the comments. You guys have a great day.
Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
See y'all later. Y'all take care.